I know as soon as we start talking about funnel, some of you may have remembered ClickFunnel. For those who do not know, ClickFunnel is actually a software that lets you create your own funnels. ClickFunnels have actually created an entire industry. Most of coaches, self-starters, selfpreneurs, solopreneurs, whatever you want to call. So those are the people that typically use ClickFunnels, and this is how a typical ClickFunnel look like. You drive traffic to a specific lead magnet. A lead magnet could be a nice little ebook or a nice video where you offer value, or it could be a white paper. Most of the B2B marketing, if you're in, giving white paper as a lead magnet. So lead magnet is something of value that you give for free in exchange for a contact information, right? So once you have something of value, let's say if you're giving away a book which is valued at 500 or 600 rupees for free, and if that book is really valuable, it has some interesting points to cover, you can use that as a lead magnet. And if you go to clickfunnels.com, their own website, you will see they themselves will have a lead magnet which is written by the founder himself. They will say the book is free, you just have to pay for the shipping, right? And that's a good lead magnet. Okay, so once that lead magnet is done, then the traffic, you can drive them to a landing page where you talk about an offer, or it could be an upsell, where you could say, I'll give you another ebook, which is a little more advanced version of this. And you can opt in, you can check. So once you do that, you opted in to receive their marketing emails and stuff like that. An email nurture sequence will begin. You'll start receiving multiple emails where they will ask you to buy the bigger product. So this is a typical ClickFunnel, which is used by coaches. A lot of people who coach, right? Who coach marketing, who coach any different skills. They generally start their journey with driving traffic to something that is really exciting, free. They will improve your excitement by offering another thing, maybe for a couple of dollars, $1 or $2. Once you buy that $1 or $2, then they will send you multiple emails on for a consultation call or something big that they're selling. So the reason for people to do this, why this ClickFunnel model, the regular coach funnel, actually works pretty well. It's because you're keeping the entry to barrier very low. First of all, they've bought into the idea, they're getting something valuable from that person for free, which means you unconsciously develop a relationship with that person because that person has helped you by giving you something valuable for free. So when that person gives you another thing, which is not really costly, maybe about a couple of dollars, you don't mind spending that couple of dollars to get that additional value because you already found that free value itself great. You don't mind spending that additional value. And then, once you buy that, which means you're pretty much comfortable transacting with that person. It is difficult to get a person to open up the wallet. But once you get that person to open up the wallet and that person is really happy with the value that you're providing, that person is your customer for all lifetime unless you mess that relationship up badly. So this is how a general typical ClickFunnel also looks like. You can use this for a business. For example, I can talk about a B2B scenario wherein I use a white paper as a lead magnet. I'm talking about, let's say, trends that you have to look forward to, something like that, an ebook for free. People opt in. And once people opt into that ebook, I'll tell, look, I have a training if you want to really know more about it. I'm doing a workshop or a webinar. Do you mind joining that webinar? So then you get them to attend the webinar. In the webinar, you do a little bit of an upsell. In that, that upsell could be a request for a demo of the product, or you're putting your product at a lifetime discount, something that is really exciting for people to refuse your offer because they've already seen your value. They understand what your product can deliver and they do not mind opening up their wallet to you. In case people did not convert here, you anyway have their email ID and contact information. You can send them a series of emails along with value in terms of how that product can help them out. So people may convert at this stage. Some people will still not convert. They will continue to receive emails. Some people will opt out of the email communication. So you need to tread very carefully when you get to this region. Yeah. So this is how a ClickFunnel look like. I want to show you an example in terms of, we looked at these 5 stages of audiences, right? All the way from being unaware to becoming most aware. I wanted to show you an example of a software product that is doing it pretty well on Facebook. It's a company called ClickUp. ClickUp is a project management platform, right? It is like a one app that can have wiki, that can have project management, that can have CRM, pretty much everything that a business needs. So they are an app like that. So look at this. This is an ad that is meant for unaware audiences. People, they're not really um, pushing their product too much. They're talking about a specific pain point that that particular unaware audience might have. Are you constantly overwhelmed by app notifications? Because this happens to all of us. It is very, it's okay to assume this because this happens to most of us. We are constantly overwhelmed by the number of ads that are being shown to us, the number of push notifications that we get, the number of promotional calls and SMS that we get. So this particular pain or problem, it is very likely to be there in an individual. So it is okay to assume that particular pain point, especially if you're talking to unaware audiences. Now you feel suddenly, yes, I am actually feeling overwhelmed by app notification. Then they talk about their product little. See, here is why we have this product, that can actually help you avoid all notifications. There is one app, that is all you need. So that is a good messaging for unaware or problem aware audiences. Either they don't know that they have a problem, or people who are overwhelmed by the kind of notifications that they get from their apps. Then comes the next stage, which is solution aware, where they talk about what their product is. Just imagine I target this ad to people who have viewed this video. This is a video ad that talks more about their product. I am running this ad to people who have actually viewed a video, maybe about 10 seconds or the full video. People who have completed watching the video, they get to see this ad because they already know that this product can solve a pain point, and I am telling more about my product. Now, what is ClickUp? It is one app for all of your tasks, docs, chats, and goals. Now you're kind of getting familiar with the platform. Earlier, they talked about stopping your push notifications and how their product can help. Now they're telling a little more about product, saying that it can replace literally all the different softwares that you currently have. Your chat software, your docs, your goals, everything. And they are giving a risk-free call to action. This is risk-free. Try ClickUp today, free forever. If ClickUp is actually telling it starts from $39 a month or $100 a month, people may hesitate to proceed further. So a lot of people would want to check out at this stage itself, at the solution aware stage itself. But in case people are still not taking up the free version of the product, I can run another ad to get them from solution aware to product aware. For the people who already watched this video, there's something like, find out why we raised $100 million to save you one day every week. That's a big promise. That's a big promise. They're saying that we can save you one day every week. That's a strong value proposition. And at this stage, if people are still not, then they're probably not the right audience for you to be targeting again and again. But you can still go after them. But they're probably not the absolute right audience. Even after hearing this big promise, that we can save you one day per week, and they're saying it is absolutely free, your conversion rates will be higher at this stage, because you already know that they're solving the problem. You already know that about the product. Now they're telling you a big promise at the third touch point, saying that, hey, we can actually save you one day per week. That's a big saving. That is like making 20% more money for you every week. And who wouldn't want that? So, and it is absolutely fair, risk-free call to action for them to take. Now, let me go to the most aware stage. Even after that, if people have still not converted, click up at the bottom of the funnel. They have a range of communication to convince these people. They don't just leave the audiences. They will get them to take up that free version, which is why I find them extremely effective, because I've taken up the free version of the product and I was about to buy them at some point of time, but unfortunately their pricing model did not work out for me. But they kept on following up with me whenever they had some really nice offers, whenever they have launched a new feature. They kept on following up with me. You won't believe, after a year, we finally bought this product. We bought the product for a year. And that is what consistent and good marketing can get you. This is a B2B product, which means even if they make one deal, they're going to make a lot of money. So they do not mind going after this audience. At the most aware stage, they have a variety of videos, as you can see. Here, they have this graphical video. They talk about unlimited storage, views, integration. This is where you can talk about your features and benefits big time. They have customer testimonial. They're showing a scenario, a couple of customer scenarios you might be able to relate to. This is actually a messaging that is very similar to what Vibe does. That what are you waiting for? You have to sign up for the 5-day LinkedIn workshop. So this works as well. And because you're giving you so much, and I'm actually giving you a 15% off as well. That why are you still not signing up, right? So that is the beauty of this communication. That is the beauty of actually moving an audience from one stage to another. You're literally giving them with no option, and but for this to work, your product has to be good. Their product is super. So I find them extremely effective, and this is one real life scenario on how you can move an audience from one stage to another, all the way up to them becoming a customer. And they have got me a brand ambassador. Look, I'm advocating for them now. They've already got a brand ambassador. So now I wanted to show you at every stage, they had a different landing page. For example, if you see here, it did not really have any call to action. They just wanted people to watch the video. And here they started using call to actions. Look at this here. They started using call to action. At here, at the bottom of the funnel, they most likely drive people to a landing page. And look at this landing page. It talks about 15% off for life. Okay. And it takes me to a landing page where I get to see that same messaging, 15% off of unlimited this month only. There is a little bit of urgency. And they are showing me this usually costs you $5, and I'm going to give it to you at $4.25, right? And just for my understanding, I really wanted to go check what their actual pricing is. Are they just bluffing? I went to their actual pricing page. Look at their actual pricing page. It is a $5 plan. It is a $5 plan, which they are actually offering it at a genuine discount. And it is not too much of a discount. If ClickUp really wanted, they could have offered me for 50% discount or 80% discount. They're not really discounting their product too much because they don't want customers to buy their products for the discounts they're offering, and they will end up affecting their brand reputation. So now you clearly see, how the funnel works, right? This is unaware audiences where you pinch the pain point. Problem aware audiences, you're relating to their pain points that they already have. In the solution aware, you are trying to explain more about who you are. In the product aware, you actually give them a little more incentive to check out who you are. Here they're talking about how they got $100 million in funding, and they're making a big promise here so that you pretty much make up your mind about the product. In case if you're still not converted, they have multiple types of communication at the bottom of the funnel, where they talk about features, they talk about customer scenarios, they talk about the funding message. Once again, they have a very specific retargeting message asking you, what are you still waiting for? We have a pretty exciting offer going on. And that particular thing led me to a landing page that specifically had the message matching. What exactly the ad said, the landing page had the same thing, increasing our success of a conversion. Just to avoid anything, I just went ahead and checked the pricing page. The pricing page is, it doesn't have any discounts. It doesn't even talk about those discounts. So that means you're feeling very special that this offer is only applicable for you. And if you're really convinced, if you're really in the market looking to buy that product, you are very likely to convert at this stage. This is the beauty of understanding different audiences and having different copy and different visuals for them. But if ClickUp wanted, they could have asked them to go for the kill right from being unaware, but they didn't do that. They kept educating the customers. And finally, at any given point of time, right from their unaware stage, they could have gotten a lot of free demos. But an actual conversion happens when your funnel is structured in this way. Yeah. So that brings me to the end of what I wanted to show you. I wanted to really show you an example. So I kind of added this, put this together last night to show that you're able to relate that 5 different stages of audience and the funnel to an exciting example that is actually doing it very well. I'll see you in the next chapter.